What if I told you that one of the world's most beloved authors, whose books made millions laugh, dream, and escape into irresistible romantic chaos, was secretly fighting a battle far darker and more devastating than any plot twist she ever wrote? What if behind the charm, the humor, and the glittering success, there was a heartbreaking truth that even her closest fans never imagined? Today, we uncover the emotional and shocking story behind the tragic passing of Sophie Kinsella, the brilliant mind behind the iconic Shopaholic series. Her family has finally revealed the true cause of her death, and it's something that has left readers worldwide stunned. Sophie Kinsella, the internationally adored author known for her witty, heartwarming, and irresistibly funny novels, passed away on December 10, 2025, at the age of 55. The news has sent a profound wave of sadness through the literary community, leaving millions of fans heartbroken. Kinsella wasn't just a writer. She was a storyteller who created worlds filled with joy, humor, vulnerability, and relatable chaos. Her unforgettable characters, especially the beloved Becky Bloomwood from the Shopaholic series, became a part of people's lives, offering comfort during both good and difficult times. But behind her warm smile and the millions of copies sold across the globe, Sophie was enduring a private struggle, one that her family has now bravely shared with the world. For decades, Sophie Kinsella had been a shining light in modern romantic fiction. Her books were translated into more than 40 languages, adapted into films, and cherished by readers from every corner of the world. Her writing style was something uniquely magical, lighthearted, humorous, yet deeply emotional. Fans loved her for creating stories that felt personal, safe, and comforting. That makes her passing even more heartbreaking, because the same voice that brought so much joy was quietly fading behind the scenes. According to her family, Sophie had been battling a serious illness for some time, but chose to keep it private to protect her children and maintain a sense of normalcy in her life. Her loved ones described her as incredibly strong, brave, and optimistic, even in the face of intense health challenges. She continued to write, plan future projects, and stay connected with her readers through messages filled with gratitude and positivity. To the world, she remained the cheerful literary star they always knew. But the truth was far more painful. The cause of her death, as confirmed by her family, was a prolonged battle with cancer. They revealed that Sophie had been diagnosed several years ago, but only those closest to her knew the depth of her struggle. It was her decision to keep the diagnosis private, both to protect her family's peace and to continue living her life as fully as she could. She didn't want her fans to worry or view her differently, so she kept writing with the same passion and dedication. That resilience is what made her so extraordinary, not just as an author, but as a human being. Her illness, though severe, did not stop her from dreaming, creating, or planning. Even on her toughest days, she was known to sit at her desk and write, pouring her heart into her stories. Her family mentioned that writing was her comfort, her escape, and her biggest source of strength. Imagining characters who stumbled through life with humor and hope gave her courage during her darkest moments. In many ways, her books reflected the same optimism she carried within herself, an optimism that stayed with her until the very end. As the world mourns this devastating loss, fans have taken to social media to express their grief. Readers are sharing stories of how Sophie's novels helped them get through breakups, depression, loneliness, or simply brought joy when life felt too heavy. Many say that her writing felt like a warm hug, honest, comforting, and full of heart. For some, the Shopaholic series was the first set of books they truly fell in love with. For others, her stories were therapy, gentle reminders that even when life gets messy, there's always room for hope, love, and laughter. Sophie Kinsella's legacy is not just built on her best-selling books, but on the emotional connection she created with her readers. She had a rare gift for making people feel seen, understood, and uplifted. Her characters were flawed but lovable, chaotic but charming, much like real people. She captured the essence of human imperfection in a way that felt beautiful, funny, and authentic. Her work influenced countless new writers who admired her effortless storytelling and emotional depth. In their official statement, Sophie's family expressed deep gratitude for the love she received over the years. They described her as a loving mother, a devoted wife, and a woman with a heart full of kindness. She made our world brighter, they said, noting that her warmth and generosity extended far beyond her professional life. Her family asked for privacy during this painful time, but also encouraged fans to continue celebrating Sophie's stories, her humor, and the joy she brought into people's lives. As we reflect on her remarkable journey, it becomes clear that Sophie Kinsella was more than an author. She was a beacon of positivity and creativity. The laughter she sparked, the smiles she created, and the emotional connections she built through her books will continue to live on. Her words will remain in libraries, on bookshelves, and in hearts forever. And even though she is no longer with us, her voice will echo whenever a reader turns the page of one of her unforgettable novels. Sophie Kinsella's passing is a reminder of how fragile life can be, even for those who seem to have it all. Her private struggle, her refusal to let illness define her, and her unwavering dedication to her craft show the incredible strength she carried within. She left the world far too soon, but her stories, full of heart, humor, and humanity, will be cherished forever. The world mourns a literary icon today, but we also celebrate her life, her creativity, and the extraordinary joy she shared with millions.